Good morning, children. In this video, we'll be discussing about the properties of a parallel line. Okay, so before we discuss any property of parallel lines, I would like to recapitulate what is a transversal. Okay, so if we have two parallel lines and a transversal, that is a line which crosses over these two lines, then there are certain angles formed, right? The angles are formed. In fact, there are 8 angles formed. Okay, so we'll be discussing few properties based on this. Okay, so first property is that when we have the two straight parallel lines and there is a transversal, then the pair of alternate angles are equal. Okay, so here if you see, we have two pair of alternate angles, right? So I'll name them 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Okay, so here we have already discussed that we talk about the alternate angles only for interior angles, right? So we'll be talking about alternate angle only for this angles. Okay, so here the pair of alternate angles are angle 4 and 6. Yes, here is the Z symbol and reverse Z is here. So the pair of alternate angles are angle 3 and angle 5. Okay, so the first property tells us that the pair of alternate angles are equal, meaning angle 4 will be equal to angle 6 and angle 3 will be equals to angle 5. So if we have a measure of angle 4 equals to 30 degree, then angle 6 will also be equals to 30 degree. Okay, so this is what we mean by this property. Okay, so the measure of the alternate angles are equal. So this is the first property. Okay, children, this properties will help us to find out the unknown angle from the given figure. Okay, that we will be discussing in the exercise. Now we have the second property, which says that the pair of corresponding angles are equal. Okay, so we already know that the corresponding angles are the angles which have which occupy a same position, right? So here there are 4 pair of corresponding angles. So the angle which are corresponding angles are angle 1 and angle 5, 2 and 6, 3 and 7, 4 and 8. Okay, so the property tells us that the corresponding angles are equal in measure. So angle 1 will be equal to angle 5, angle 2 is equals to angle 6, angle 3 equals to angle 7 and angle 4 equals to angle 8. Okay, so these angles have a equal measure. Okay, now we all know that the interior angles that are formed here are angle 3, 4, 5 and 6. Okay, so we have one interesting property about the interior angle. So these interior angles are also named as co-interior. Okay, so the property is that the interior angles which lie on the same side of the transversal. Okay, so this is the transversal and this is left side of the transversal and this is right side of the transversal. Okay, so the sum of interior angles which lie on the same side, okay, same side of the transversal is always supplementary, meaning angle 4 plus angle 5 is equal to supplementary, means 180 degree. Yes, and angle 3 plus angle 6 equals to 180 degree. Okay, so this property tells us that the interior angles which lie in the same side, so this is towards the left of the transversal, then these two angles are supplementary, meaning the sum of these two angles equals to 180 degree. So same thing holds for this angle 3 and angle 6 also. Okay, so this is the third property and we have a last property, that is the fourth property, which tells us that the distance between two parallel lines are same. meaning constant. Okay, so if we have two parallel lines, then anywhere in any point the distance between these two lines are always same. Okay, so this is the fourth property. The distance between two parallel lines are constant, meaning if the distance between this point and this point here is 5 centimeter, then the distance between this point and this point also will be 5 centimeter. Okay, so children, I forgot to mention you one very important notation. Okay, so if we have this line AB and another line CD, then we know that these two lines are parallel, right? So the statement that AB is parallel to CD or CD is parallel to AB will be represented by the symbol. Okay, so this is AB parallel to CD or CD is parallel to AB. This is the mathematical notation of the statement parallel to. Okay, so please remember this. So these are the properties of parallel lines. So using these properties, we will be solving few examples from your book itself. Okay, so I'll discuss with you the solved example. Okay, so it's in page number 16. Okay, sorry, it's page number 17, and I'll be discussing one or two questions. The remaining question I want you all to go through it and understand it. Okay, so example 1. So this is page number G17. Okay, so it says in the figure AB is parallel to CD. Find the value of X and Y. So we have two parallel lines. This is AB and CD. Okay, and we have a transversal, and we have the names of the angles given. So this is angle X, this is Y, and this is 125 degree. Okay, so here we need to find the value of X and Y, right? So these two things are unknown, so we need to find this value of X and Y. Okay, so we when we solve any problem, wherever there is a transversal involved, we will try to use the properties that we have discussed. Okay, that is the property for alternate angle, for corresponding angle, and also the property for co-interior angles, things like that. Okay, so let us try to figure out. So if you see here, these two angles are interior angle and this is also an interior angle. Okay, so we can name the angle, we can name alternate angles when we talk about the interior angles, right? So here we'll try to find out the alternate angle. So we'll look for the symbol Z. So when we go from here, here and here, I'm going to draw this. This is for your convenience, okay? You need not draw it every time. This is in what to say, it is in a preliminary phase that I'm drawing this for you. So this is angle X, okay, and this is angle 125 degree, right? So from here, what do you see? These two angles are alternate angles, right? So I'll name this. So there is a name given. This is AB, this is G, this is E, and this is H, and this is F. Okay, so here if you look at the figure, angle AGH and angle this DHG are alternate angles, right? So this two angles, this angle and this angle are alternate angles. So we know that alternate angles are equal in measure. It has an equal measurement. So angle AGH will be equals to angle DHG, right? So we know the measurement of angle DHG. So angle DHG equals to 125 degree. So we put this here. So from here what do we conclude? angle AGH will also be equals to 125 degrees. Is that clear? So angle AGH is nothing but x. So we have found out the value of x. Is that clear? So this is how we find the value of x. Now we need to find the value of y. Okay. So if you see, this angle and this angle are co-interior, right? So I write angle y and this angle DHG. Angle DHG are co-interior, meaning these two are interior angles which lie in the same side of the transversal, right? So they lie in the same side. So we have a property that the co-interior angles are supplementary. So angle y plus angle DHG will be equals to 180 degree. Yes. So angle y plus what is angle DHG? It is 125 degree. That is equals to 180 degree. So angle y will be equals to 180 degree minus 125 degree. That is equals to 55 degree. So y will be equals to 55 degree. Is that clear? So this is how we find the value of y. So to find the value of y, you can do by another method also. Okay, so children, this geometry is very interesting. It all depends upon how you use your logic, right? So here, to find the value of y, I used my knowledge about the co-interior angle, right? I can even use my knowledge for linear pair, right? So x and y are linear pair because two angles sum is equals to straight angles, two angle sum is equal to measure of the straight angle, right? So here x plus y equals to 180 degree because it forms a linear pair. You can find the value of y by this method also, okay? So x value we have already found out, it's 125 degree because it's a alternate angle, plus y is equals to 180 degree. So y will be equals to 180 degree minus 125 degree. So that is equals to how much? 5. So this is 55 degrees. So we have found out the value of y again. So by any method you can get the answer, okay? So you can do by this method or either by previous method. Anything is fine. Okay? So this is how you do. Now let me take another question. Example 2. Okay. So in example 2 says AB and CD are parallel lines. Okay, and we have a transversal here. So this is AB and this is CD. We have a transversal LM and we have P here, we have Q here, and we have 40 degrees here. And we need to find the value of x, right? So if you see here, we can't figure out what is the relation between this and this, right? But we can figure out, we know that the known value is 40 degree, okay? So from this we can find the value of this angle, right? So here you can name the angle CQM and angle DQP. This angle, okay, are vertically opposite angles, right? So these two angles are vertically opposite angles, and we know the measure of vertically opposite angles are equal, right? So angle CQM will be equals to angle DQP, because we know that vertically opposite angles measurement are equal. So I know the value of CQM, so angle DQP will be equals to 40 degree. Is that clear? So from this I'll figure out the value of this angle, which is equals to 40 degree. Okay. Now if you see, this angle and this angle are corresponding angles, right? So angle DQP and X are corresponding angles. Okay. So what happens if it is a corresponding angle? Its measurement will be equal. So I know the value of angle DQP. So X will be equals to again 40 degrees. So I found out what is the value of X. So see children, we will be using all these properties to solve the questions. Okay. So this is all about how to go about the questions. I'd like all of you to go through the examples from your textbook itself. Okay, in my next video I'll be discussing few more questions from your exercise. Okay, thank you.